Every year we come together. We join as friends, as family, as a community to celebrate life. We take time to reflect. We take time to honor our heroes. We take time to celebrate. We lift each other up. We share in the experience of inspiration and hope. Life, love, legacy. Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Green 5K. Hello, I'm Megan Ruther, your host today with Hello Iowa from WHO 13. I'm also a donor family member. I'm so excited to be here today as we come together and honor and celebrate those impacted by organ, eye, and tissue donation in Iowa. It is amazing to see how Iowa Donor Network's Green 5K has grown. Each year there are more teams, runners, walkers, and sponsors, which means more funds raised to support Iowa Donor Network's mission of working together to transform lives through organ and tissue donation. This event also helps bring more awareness on the positive impact of donation and the importance of registering as a donor and sharing your wishes with your loved ones. We thank you for joining us for this year's virtual event in what's a challenging time for many of us. We hope today will be a special and memorable time for us all. I'm sure we'd all prefer to be at the park, gathering together to celebrate in person, hug each other and all of that, but I'm excited we can bring this virtual program to you today. Whether you're taking part as a recipient, honoring a loved one, a living donor, or waiting for the gift of life, this virtual Green 5K, which combines our Green 5K and Donor Dash this year, is a chance for us to come together, take a moment to honor and celebrate. There's no way we would let a global pandemic get in the way of that. Comments are now coming through. Be sure to submit your comments below and see them as they scroll across the screen. To get things kicked off, we wanted to take this moment to thank all the sponsors who've helped make today's event happen. Thank you to Iowa Lions Eye Bank, Allergan, Lean Techniques, Cushman & Wakefield, NIS LLC, Global Atlantic Financial Group, Iowa ENT Center, Casey's General Store, and South Slope. Without their support, today's programming would not be possible, so a big thank you to them. We also want to give a big thanks to Applied Art for allowing us to film here in their studio today. Thank you also to all the teams who've been working hard to raise funds to support Iowa Donor Network's mission. Can we get a look at the leaderboard? Take a look at that. Hundreds of participants have so far raised that total. How amazing! Congrats to everyone taking part. Our thanks also goes out to Ted Cochran with My Angel Foundation. It was his vision more than 12 years ago after he received a life-saving kidney transplant donated by his mom that helped kick off the Green 5K in Des Moines. While his foundation officially handed off the event to Iowa Donor Network in 2019, that legacy continues today. Last year, more than 1,300 participants took part in the Green 5K. Another shout out goes to the Iowa Donor Network staff. Can we get a shot of all of them? There they are, celebrating and gearing up with their own personal 5Ks and walks in their neighborhood. Good luck to all of you. A quick note to help you interact with us. I've already mentioned the comment section, but next to that is a donate button. That's really important. It's a convenient way to click and contribute during this and after the event. Help us reach our fundraising goal and contribute now. Every dollar helps. Also at the end of the program, we will have Mallory Wells, a donor family member, kick things off with the national anthem. Once you hear the horn, feel free to begin your walk or run in your neighborhood or your treadmill at home. However you take part though, stick around to watch videos and images from our 2020 teams. Be sure to then share those images, videos, and stories of your personal 5K and tag Iowa Donor Network. Use the hashtag #VirtualGreen5K. Let's get loud and raise awareness for organ, tissue, and eye donation. One aspect of today that is so special to me is hearing all of your stories. Like many of you, I also have a personal connection to donation. It was a beautiful day in October 1996, the kind that makes you want fall to last forever. My biggest concern was homecoming the next weekend. That changed when a family friend came to my high school class saying my mom collapsed from a headache. She died the next day from a brain aneurysm. Luckily, she had talked to us about organ donation. Her parents had donated their bodies to science when they died, and she said she wanted to leave a legacy too. I'm so thankful we had that conversation, because when my dad asked if we wanted to donate her organs, it was by far the easiest decision we made during that very difficult time. She saved 6 lives through organ donation and improved many more through tissue donation. I miss her every day, and it breaks my heart she didn't get to see her children grow up or meet her grandchildren. She's missed so many moments, but she helped so many others make so many more. It's the reason I've loved taking part in previous Green 5Ks and why I'm so excited to be involved today. In my line of work, I know the importance of storytelling and how it can inspire and help bring awareness and understanding to important causes like organ and tissue donation. So thank you to everyone who have submitted videos and images of why you're taking part. Here's a look at some of those videos submitted by teams taking part today.
We run for our father, son, husband, brother, grandpa, uncle, nephew, cousin, and friend. We run for you. We love you. We miss you.
Each year my family looks forward to getting together, mostly virtually, from California to Oregon to Washington, Colorado, Kansas, and Iowa, to celebrate our dad, who passed away in 2017. He was a tissue and organ donor, and today we walk and honor his memory. We wish you all the very best, safe and healthy 2020. Thank you.
Hey, I am Crystal Ellis from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I am a 2-time cornea transplant recipient in my right eye. I had my first transplant in 2005 and my second one last year in October. So it went well. I went from 2200 to 2080 with my vision in that eye right one day after surgery. So I'm very thankful for my first donor, Jaron. He's from Garnerville, Iowa. He was a 5-year-old boy. And my second donor is an 18-year-old male from Alabama. I don't know anything else about him, but you know, it was right around the holidays, and I can't imagine what his family was going through when they decided to say yes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. But I also don't know how the heck in this earthly life of mine that I have right now that I was lucky enough not only once but twice to find a family out there that said yes, and I was the recipient of their decision, and there are just no words that you can ever say to say thank you.
Today at IDN's Green 5K, I dash in honor of my husband and IDN donor families.
Hi, my name is John Burge. I am part of Team Iowa and represent Iowa at the Transplant Games of America. Had a kidney transplant 10.5 years ago as a result of PKD, a genetic kidney disease. I am walking the Green Virtual 5K in honor of Nick Eaton, my living donor, and for all the family members that have had the same genetic disease that I have, that have not had an opportunity to have a transplant, or for those that have had transplants and have continued on living.
Hi, my name's Angie Schobel, and I am walking in honor of my son Austin, who was an organ, eye, and tissue donor. I am so incredibly proud of him for making the choice to become an organ donor. I love how much it has impacted so many people and improved their lives. I think organ donation is awesome. Go.
Hi, I'm Jason. My family and I are walking in honor of my cousin Carson McGrain, who passed away September 15th, 2018. He was able to donate tissue and bone and help save lives. We love and miss him every day and want everybody to live like Carson.
We are participating in the 5K in honor of Erica Reed, our sweet, sassy, donut-loving girl who gave the gift of life. Okay, team, donuts! Let's go! Whoa, 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 whoa! Go, 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 go! Whoa! Go, 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 go! Oh! Yoo-hoo!
I'm Janine Fleece. I'm walking in honor of my daughter Amanda Wilkin. I lost her on October 11th of 2018. I participate in the Green 5K because of the wonderful organization that the Iowa Donor Network provides support to donor families and the wonderful gift that my daughter left for others when she checked the box to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. And I'm very blessed for the fact that 2 individuals now have the gift of sight because of her selfless decision to be an organ donor. So I walk to honor her and the other donors and the donor families.
Good morning, everybody. I want to dedicate this video to Austin Goodrich. He's a good friend of mine's son who passed away. And he left a gift for many people as he donated his organs to help save others' lives. I would also like to mention the person who made a donation and gave a gift to my mother, who received it on the day that Kobe Bryant and his daughter passed away. Happy birthday to the legend. If you don't recognize how important it is to save a life and that you could save a life, go down and renew your license. Go and change that. For your spirit will always live on. But let's help other people live on too, as it's not their time to go yet. God bless y'all.
April 15th, 1996 marked my father's first life-saving gift of a kidney transplant. 18 years later, on his 61st birthday, my dad received his second incredible gift of life, this time from my sister. Since his first transplant in 1996, my dad has walked all 3 of his daughters down the aisle at our weddings, welcomed 8 grandchildren to the world, and celebrated 47 years of marriage to my mother. Team Transplant Trotters would like to thank Lean Techniques, Iowa ENT Center, and Global Atlantic for their sponsorship of the 2020 virtual Green 5K. We also owe a debt of gratitude to Iowa Radiology for their continued annual support of Lindsay Grandboy Waddell. Together, we are raising awareness and support for organ donation so that the transplant waiting lists get shorter and more families are blessed with the gift of life as ours has been.
Hello everyone. Are we ready to go walking and running for Iowa Donor Network's first ever virtual 5K? I'm Suzanne Conrad, I am the CEO, and welcome to our first ever time trying to figure out how we're going to get through a 5K while doing it virtually. I want to thank everyone, all the crew in the background who worked on this and pulled this together, and most especially I want to thank you for your willingness to go ahead and try and walk or run virtually with us. Especially I want to thank Jamie Olson for all of her work to make this a reality. So here we are today, working based on our mission of working together to save lives through organ and tissue donation. And we are, after all, a mission-based organization. And so even though COVID-19 has thrown some ringers in our way, we're going to persevere and move on, and we are going to do this. Let me tell you a little bit about me and why I think this is so important. I have been involved in organ and tissue donation for more than 35 years, and I've been in Iowa for almost 25 years. About 8 years after I came to Iowa, I donated a kidney to my dear friend and board member, Tom. Tom, who had a liver transplant 17 years earlier, was in a difficult position. He was blood group B and 67 years old, and I knew, based on my work in all these years, that Tom did not have time to wait on dialysis, and so I volunteered one of my kidneys. I'm blood type O. Tom's wife was an A, and both of Tom's daughters were AB, and so he really needed a kidney from a stranger or a friend or perhaps a deceased donor. And so I was his best choice at that time. I also knew from my background of having been visiting dialysis units in my early days as a transplant nurse, how hard it was for those people who waited on dialysis for a kidney. And so I was happy to help Tom out, and it was a real experience for me. It was good for me to see what it's like to be on the other side of that equation. And so I ask you all to join with me today to support Iowa Donor Network and get in the swing and get out there and walk or run and do what you can for organ and tissue donation. Thank you, and thank you for helping us to promote and save lives. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.
Hey guys! Welcome to Iowa Donor Network's first ever virtual green 5K. Thank you all for joining us. It's an honor to be here and celebrate with you all today. I'm NASCAR driver Joey Gase, and my mom passed away in April of 2011 of a sudden brain injury. When that happened, the doctors asked us if she would like to be an organ and tissue donor. At that time, it was something we didn't know a whole lot about, and we never had that talk with our mom. But we knew if she could no longer continue her life, she would want to do what she could to help others continue theirs. So we said yes, and later we found out she was able to help save and improve the lives of 66 people, which was amazing to us. And ever since that day, my family and I wanted to do whatever I could to help raise awareness for donation and honor all those just like my mom. I'm running Iowa Donor Network's Virtual Green 5K for my mom. Have fun, be safe, and look forward to seeing everyone's photos on the social media. Be sure to use the hashtag VirtualGreen5K.
At the age of 33, my husband passed away with his son being 6 months old. His desire to be an organ donor and me saying yes saved my life. Yeah. It gave me peace. It didn't save me in a way that you hear normally as a donor family. I find peace in continuing his legacy and saying yes. And I'm a better mom to his child because of it. Yeah.
About 3 years ago, my dad was sick and had end-stage kidney disease, and I went to Peru to spend the last days of his life with him, and he shortly passed away shortly after from end-stage kidney disease. When I got back to the US, I found out that my friend from college also had end-stage kidney disease and was gonna need a kidney transplant. I decided to offer to be her donor. So we went through the process. We found out that I was a match, and we went ahead and had our surgeries like about 9 months after my dad passed away. Through donation, we've become really good friends, and I've gained a whole new family. Donation gave me closure.
Organ donation gave me peace.
Donation gave me life.
Donation gave me light. Donation gave me reason.
Organ donation gave me hope.
Donation gave me comfort.
Donation gave me life.
Donation gave me knowledge and a hero.
Donation gave me joy.
Donation gave me blessings in the worst day of my life.
You have the power to give.
Life, love,
legacy,
nuggets.
It is so incredible to see people's connection to donation and how that's inspiring them to take part today. Here's a look at packet pickup in North Liberty a few days ago. What fun is this? It's so different, of course, in the year 2020. You have contactless pickup, social distancing, people wearing masks, but it's still all fun in a way we can all still get together in this global pandemic. Well, do you all have your t-shirts, and are you ready to walk and run in your neighborhood? I'm sure you're raring to go, but before we get started, we have a few more special stories to share, like those of some of our wonderful volunteers. First up, let's check in with Kaylee Hoyle with Iowa Donor Network. Hi, Kaylee, how are you?
Hi, good, thank
you.
Well, it is so great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us as folks get ready to start their 5Ks. There's been a lot of great fundraising. Can you share how these funds will support Iowa Donor Network's mission?
Yeah, thank you so much. So we just really want to, I would like to thank everybody for taking part in today, because without their support, we couldn't do all the amazing things that these funds help to support. So many of our programs are supported, such as our donor family follow-up and aftercare programs, our outreach programs, such as our driver's education, and all the wonderful materials and resources we provide. So funds support our donor families both during and after the donation process. Priceless memorial keepsakes, personal care bags, special materials for children and teenagers. All of these things help to support our families during a really difficult time. Funds also support very special events like today's, the Green 5K, our Donor Dash, and our normal, pre-COVID years, and our Candlelight Tributes, which are memorial services for our families to honor their loved ones. We have a lot of outreach, like I mentioned, our driver's education programs, but we're across the state at all times. Every week of the year, we are out providing education, raising awareness for donation, and the funds from this event truly help support that initiative.
It's amazing to see all the work the Iowa Donor Network does. Have you personally seen how this is making an impact in people's lives?
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt, in Iowa, 1.9 million people are registered as organ, eye, and tissue donors. Iowa is one of the highest in the nation as far as the number of registered donors, but there's still work to do. There's about 600 people on the Iowa wait list waiting right now today in need of an organ transplant, and our goal is to reduce that number to 0. So with your help and the funds that you guys help to raise, we know we can get there.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. We can just tell how passionate you are about this in your voice. We appreciate you so much for joining us for this virtual Green 5K.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Good luck on your run.
Yeah, you too. Hey, we're dressed for it, right?
I got my t-shirt and I'm gonna head out right after we get off with the opening ceremonies.
I love it. Thanks so much, Kaylee.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
My name is Karen Patterson. Not too long before my husband died, I had gone to a meeting where Iowa Donor Network actually did a presentation. Got home and my husband and I talked about it. We both had come to the decision, we're done with the body. If somebody else can use it, why not? When he suddenly died of a heart attack, I made the decision to go ahead and let him be a tissue donor and cornea donor. He always liked to do things for other people. He never put himself first. His corneas went to 2 people that now can see that couldn't see before. His tissues and those other have been used for people that have been hurt. To know that pieces of him are still alive out there, it's very comforting for me. Knowing that we together did something good makes me feel better about that decision. Grief has been a tough challenge for me. Knowing that he is still there makes it easier. It doesn't make it less. I didn't feel like he was just gone and the only people that cared were friends and family. I knew there was a whole organization out there behind me that now cares. It's nice to know that they're always there. You never ever think you're gonna do it alone. To have that reality check, I didn't realize I was as strong as I was. I didn't realize that I could do what I can do. My glass is half full all the time, and I'd rather laugh than cry. I look back and think of the happy life I had with him, with having Iowa Donor Network behind me. It's made it easier, and I'd do it all over again. The lady that got one of his corneas, she's about my age. I will pick that letter up and read it every once in a while, the thank you for my ability to be able to see, and then do my hobbies that I had that I couldn't have done if not for him. So, and that makes me feel good. Somebody else has now got something that he was able to give to them. Kiss your spouse goodnight, kiss them goodbye. Don't be afraid to give them a hug because it may be your last one.
Hi, I'm Jamie Bell, Event Specialist with Iowa Donor Network. For the past 2 years, I've had the privilege of planning Iowa Donor Network's 5K events. While things look much different in 2020, we are looking forward to the day where we can all be together again and celebrate. I want to give a special shout out to all the teams and team captains. Team captains, thank you for rallying your friends and family and creating teams and being champions and supporters of donation. We appreciate all that you're doing to support our mission. Here's a look at the leaderboard. There's still time to donate. Ask your friends, ask your family. You can hit the Donate Now button on the bottom of the screen. We'll be accepting donations through October 30th. None of this would be possible without donor families. I'd like to introduce Michelle Nelson to share her story. Her husband Mike worked at Iowa Donor Network and was a tissue donor. We miss him very much.
Good morning, all you racers, walkers, volunteers, and everyone behind the scenes that's helped making this year's race such a success. I have the honor and privilege of speaking to you guys at today's opening ceremonies. My name is Michelle Nelson, and I'm from Polk City, Iowa. Today, I honor my husband, Mike Nelson, who is also the father of our two beautiful daughters, Madison and Grace Nelson. Mike was an employee of Iowa Donor Network, and he loved his job. He loved everything about it. He stood for the mission that the company stood behind, and he wanted everyone to know about it. He loved his coworkers. He loved the time he spent at work. He loved just being around people with such positive attitudes and such a good foundation that company is built on. We tragically lost Mike in 2016 in a house fire in our home. It was very unexpected, but I knew right away that Mike would want to help others even after his passing. We talked about it many times. We had many conversations about it. He would talk to anybody he knew about it to make sure that people knew how important it was. So when it did happen, I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I didn't question it at all. He gave so much to everyone every single day. He had that keen sense of insight he knew exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it to make somebody's day better. And he is helping others, especially after his passing, to make sure that their lives are fulfilled as well. We couldn't be more proud of him and everything that he stood for. And that's why we want to continue his legacy of making sure everyone knows how important it is to be an organ, tissue, and eye donor. It's so easy to do. Just check that box, sign up where you can, call Iowa Donor Network, get online, do whatever you need to do, because continuing his legacy is just important to Madison, Grace, and I as it was to him. So we hope you have a great race. We couldn't be more excited for everybody. Hopefully we'll see each other virtually online, and I can't wait to see everyone at the finish line. Have a great race.
How wonderful to be inspired by these stories as we come together to reflect on, honor, and celebrate the life-saving and life-changing gifts of organ, eye, and tissue donation. Hi, I'm Esther Baker, and I'm the Executive Director of the Iowa Alliance Eye Bank. And we're thrilled to be a sponsor of IDN's very first ever virtual Green 5K. The mission of the Iowa Alliance Eye Bank is to enhance people's quality of life through the restoration and preservation of sight. And this year we're so proud to be celebrating our 65th year of helping people see again through the recovery, processing, and distribution of donated corneas for transplantation and research. And we're also very proud of our long-standing partnership with Iowa Donor Network and our mutual commitment to transforming lives through the gift of donation. We've worked together in so many ways across the years to honor our donors' gifts, to support their loving families and friends, and to celebrate the lives of transplant recipients, and to educate people about donation and to encourage everyone to register to be a donor. My heartfelt thanks go out to the donors that we remember today. They are all heroes. And my sincerest gratitude to all of you, the donor families, the recipients, your friends and families who are joining together to take part in this virtual Green 5K to support IDN and to raise awareness of eye, organ, and tissue donation. Best of luck to all of you who are running and walking with us today. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't all be together for this exciting event, but I hope you're feeling that buzz of excitement wherever you are as you're anticipating stepping across your own virtual starting line. So have a fun day and have a fantastic 5K.
The connection between a donor family and a recipient is special beyond words. We often hear how for recipients, writing to their donors' families is the most difficult thing they've ever done. Iowa Donor Network facilitates that anonymous and confidential communication. Every now and then, if both families agree to disclose their identities, and after a period of correspondence, recipients and donor families can then have the opportunity to meet in person.
I'm Tiffany Randolph, Jesse James' little sister. In our childhood, we were extremely close. I followed him around like that annoying little sister that he never wanted. A lot of times people thought we were twins because we looked so much alike. He was just an amazing person. I lost my brother, my best friend, my father figure, all in one, you know, and it was devastating, very devastating. So the night of the accident, Iowa Donor Network had got in contact with us at the hospital to talk about organ donation. At that point, we weren't too sure, but they had some phenomenal people help us and walk us through the process. And so come to find out, that morning of my brother's accident, he went to the DOT to renew his license, and that morning he signed up to be an organ donor. It's not coincidental, I don't feel. Everything happens for a reason. It was meant to be. It was meant to happen like that. 5 of his organs got donated. He lives on with us.
Well, if it wasn't for the transplant, oh man, there's so many things. That's a hard one. I would say, you know, being able to see my son born, being able to hold him, even means more now than more than ever. You try to make the best of every day. When I just start thinking about, you know, what the donor family has to go through, why my family's celebrating, you know, and they're happy about me getting a heart. At the same time, there's another family grieving, so it's tough. If he was here today, I don't know, there's really not enough words to express the gratitude, you know, how I really feel. That's one of my dreams, is make it to heaven so I can just give him the biggest hug and just tell him how much I really appreciate his choice. It's a really big choice. Just glad to be alive. Just glad to be alive. The awesome part is I gained a lovely family, you know, to add to my addition to my family, and that's exactly what we are. We're just all one big family now.
When I first met Terrell, it was super emotional. It was amazing. Terrell let me put my hand on his heart and feel my brother's heartbeat, which is just incredible to know that his heart is beating so strong. Terrell, he's just a huge part of our family now. And the way I like to put it is he's my bonus brother. It's our bonus family that we have.
If it wasn't for Jesse signing the back of that donor card, you know, I just wouldn't be here, you know, if it wasn't for organ donation and for Jesse, you know. It's my baby. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ann Casey, Public Outreach Specialist at Iowa Donor Network. I've been very lucky to work alongside our volunteers over the last few years, and I'm definitely missing our Green 5K and Donor Dash volunteers today. I want to take a moment to thank our volunteers for the time, talent, and energy that they give so generously to Iowa Donor Network every year. In 2019, our volunteers contributed over 1,200 hours of service, and they are truly the foundation and cornerstone of our community outreach efforts. Without them, our programs, our events, our projects would not become a reality, so we really appreciate all that they donate to our organization. They also are so willing to share their stories and to honor their loved ones. Through that, they are able to educate Iowans about becoming registered donors and also inspiring others to choose donation. We really appreciate our volunteers and all that they do. And so I want to give a huge shout out to all of our volunteers out there. We are really missing seeing you today. Your courage and your kindness really makes an impact on us. It gives us a sense of purpose to do everything that we do every day. So thank you so much. If you're interested in joining the volunteer program, please visit our website at iowadonornetwork.org. Have a great day.
It's incredible to see everyone rally around our virtual Green 5K. Keep those comments coming in. We love reading them. My favorite part of the 5K is seeing everyone dressed up in green and celebrating life. The happiness radiates from each of you as we hear your stories and celebrate together. Each year we give out awards, but to mix things up for this year, we've added a few categories. We will have special awards for the best sign, the best video, largest team, most funds raised, and best pet. Don't forget to submit your photos or share them on social media while tagging Iowa Donor Network and using the hashtag #VirtualGreen5K so we can declare the winners. One special aspect of the Green 5K is the Circle of Life Garden. Each year we place posters honoring loved ones who have passed on the gift of life, celebrating the lives of recipients and honoring living donors. Since we cannot be in person this year, we created a virtual garden of honor with photos submitted by our participants in honor of their loved ones. We begin our Garden of Honor ceremony with a poem in honor of all those who've passed on the gift of life.
Hi, my name is Janine Fleece. I'm walking the Green 5K for the Iowa Donor Network in memorial of my daughter, Amanda Wilkin, who I lost 2 years ago on October 11th of 2018. I want to read a poem to you today, and it's one that I found that I keep right front and center in my home to remind me of Amanda every day. It's called I Never Left You. I watch you every day. I'm always very near. I know deep in your heart you realize I'm here. I watch you while you sleep, in your bed at home. I hear you when you speak to me when you are on your own. You cannot understand the reason why I have gone, but I will never leave you. I am there to keep you strong. Talk to me, I hear you. Though you may not see, we share an unbroken bond that will always be. Death won't keep us apart, for our love is forever. Just remember me in your heart, and one day we will be together. Live your life and live it full. Don't waste a single day. Remember, I am always with you, every step of the way.
And now to close out our first ever virtual Green 5K opening ceremony, donor family member and Iowa Donor Network volunteer Mallory Wells joins us to sing the national anthem. After Mallory finishes singing, you will hear this horn go off, which signals the start of the 5K. Once you hear the horn, feel free to begin your walk or run in your neighborhood or your treadmill at home. However you take part, remember to share your own photos, videos, and stories of your personal 5K with us by tagging Iowa Donor Network and using the hashtag #VirtualGreen5K. Be sure to check back here on IDN's Facebook page throughout the day to watch videos and images from our 2020 teams. Let's get loud and raise awareness for organ, tissue, and eye donation. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us today. It's been an honor for me to be able to join you in celebrating organ, eye, and tissue donation and hearing so many inspiring stories. The date for the 2021 Green 5K has been set for Saturday, May 8th. Mark your calendars. We hope you'll join us then. We look forward to the day it's safe for us all to come together again in person and celebrate. Have fun, everyone!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, and o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks so much, Mallory. Great job. Okay, who is ready to run and walk? Do that 5K. We're gonna count it down. Have fun, everyone. Get going when the horn goes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.